Hey there, Aries. Sorry for getting this out so late. For those of you who are new to me, my name is Kelly Lunt. I'm a law of attraction expert and intuitive channel. This is your November read, Aries. I'm going to go ahead and channel the message for spirit for you and then follow it up with some tarot cards. Okay, Aries, we're going to sum it up for you. Diligent effort. Diligent effort. Diligent effort. It's all about, you've been doing a lot of hoping, a lot of praying, a lot of manifesting, whatever word you want to put to it. You've been doing a lot of the energetic work, a lot of the thinking and allowing it to come in, and you've been getting great results from it. Now there's a little bit of time to kind of start learning how to doing some of it on your own. And it's kind of like the person who wants $1 million and it comes in. Let's use the lotto as an example. They win the lotto, the money comes in. So it can happen that way. You can quantum leap, quantum shift, take quantum flight that way. But you all know the stories that when it tends to be a quick rise, they tend to lose it quickly. And we're not saying you're losing anything. We're just saying they lose it because they didn't become the new person who allows $1 million in their bank account. They allowed their outer reality to change without shifting internally. So sometimes that looks like if you want to make an income gap and keep the money, you have to be willing to change your viewpoint of it's okay for me to have more money than others around me. Do you see how if you don't change that mindset, that even if you come into money, you'll lose it because oh, your car is broken. Here you go. Oh, I have more I should be sharing. I need to share so that if they ever get more, they'll be the ones sharing with me. You need to switch some of that internal dialogue, Aries. You need to switch. You need to like up level to the next level you, so that you begin to sustain the success that you have. Your success will be sustained. We're just trying to let you know that you took this leap from here to here by manifesting, praying, hoping, energy work, thinking and allowing it to receive, to go from here to the next one. It's going to be about changing a little bit of your mindset beliefs so that you don't just give it all away. And with that, we invite Kelly to do the Celtic cross. Ooh, look at everyone who's live. Hello, hello. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Queen. What's up? Queen, are you going to join for the mastermind? Oh, that's right. Guys, I'm so excited. Tomorrow starts my 2-month mastermind. It's super intimate, 4 people only. I'm calling it Vibe Shift. It's for those who by New Year's, you want to be celebrating and toasting instead of making a wish for next year. It's super small, super intimate, so everyone gets one-on-one time. Not only do you get the group support, but you also get the calls, with me and Spirit and one-on-one time. But you also get the group support so that you're going to be celebrating with your 4 girlfriends by the end of the year. So if you guys want in there, I put a link in the description. Here, I'll link to it in the chat for you guys too. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'd love to have you there. Some girls in the past have gotten results like, a lot of this is personal growth too. As much as I get business people results, 3xing their income, $250,000. It's also about the personal growth to be able to speak on stage for the first time and confident. To be able to, a lot of my people, they don't walk outside sometimes. They just kind of, because they're empaths, they stay inside. They get to go out for the first time with their kids, maybe even after like 2 years, and just enjoy life again. Actually, you got 2 cards for that one, so I'm going to let it stay out. Ooh, Aries, you got some good stuff coming your way, Aries. So yeah, that mastermind, we start our first calls tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. After that, the calls are 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wow, you guys have a good month. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays. This month just happens to be Thursday. So let me know if you guys have any questions, and love all of you who are joining live. Hey, Rosie. I'm rebuilding my life, just need enlightenment. Tracy, get in that mastermind. That's exactly what that's for. Okay, so Aries, your Celtic cross this month, you've got so many Ariel cards in here, which is like the suit of love, and you've got 4 major arcana cards. So you're kind of having a full kind of shift. You're definitely shattering paradigms. You're definitely creating a whole new reality. And it's kind of like, so at the basis of your month, you've got the This is the Fool card in traditional tarot. And so what that means is that you're starting the next leg of your adventure. It's kind of like, and it's also switching from fear-based living to love-based living. Instead of, well, I better do this because this is worse. So instead of kind of letting fear be the motivator, you're switching to love being the motivator. So know that it's kind of like, so what all that work you've gone through, Aries, to shift and grow is definitely paying off right now. It's definitely worth it. From that, though, know that you're the one that called in. I want more. I want you. Maybe it's more money. Maybe it's more love. Maybe it's more. I mean, I always say sex. Maybe it's more sex. Maybe it was more travel. Maybe it was I just want to experience getting my own TV show. Maybe I want to experience being a published author. I want to experience a $25,000 sale, or maybe I want to experience a $25 million sale, or maybe I want to experience a $2,500 sale. You asked for it. And you are starting to realize that you kind of have to have a perspective shift. You kind of, this is kind of the combo of, because you got the 5 of Aries, Raphael too, which is like the little bit of sadness card. You weren't prepared for the shifts that would happen. You weren't prepared for the shifts that would happen. It's because the person who, drives an Audi has a different mindset than a person who's driving the Honda. Neither one's right. Neither one's wrong. None is better than the other. But it's the perspective switch. And I can give you guys this example. I used to make like $20,000 a year. My income has drastically gone up. It was definitely that you scratch my back, I scratch your back, and I had a friend where when her business did well, she would treat when we would go out. When my business did well, I would treat when we would go out. But it hit a point to where my business was always doing well and hers was still kind of wiffle waffling. And even on her good months, it was, well, you make more than me, Kelly, you should be paying. And I looked at my math and my budget and I was like, wait, if I'm paying every time we're going out, here's my income, here's hers, mine went up. After I pay for her, it completely equalizes. But wait a second, I'm taking on more clients, I'm taking on more work, I'm not enjoying it. So I was unprepared that I would shift my thinking to not want to share as much. And that's okay, guys. You gotta be willing. If you guys are asking for universe, I want money, I want money, I want money, you have got to be okay with having more money than people in the room with you. You have to be okay with allowing yourself to have a savings instead of giving it away to other people. Like that's just, you've got to. But I was unprepared for that shift. And in that shift, I felt this is the sadness that's coming up. I felt mean. I felt sad. I was like, oh my God, am I evil? Am I mean? So it's whatever you wanted though. Apply it to your situation. Maybe you were single and going to married now. You have to learn to perceive your good things in your life in a new way so that you actually enjoy it instead of Debbie Downing. So you asked for it. You took the leap. You started getting good results. You have to get an entirely new perspective on the situation in order for you to enjoy it. That's the basis of your month, Aries. Because otherwise you're just going to be like, I should be doing X, Y, Z. I should be blah, 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 blah. Oh, Healing Elements, what's up? Thanks for the love. Mary, what's up? Happy to have you live too. Hey, Jennifer. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Who else is on? Hey, Adriana. Any Aries watching this live? Okay, Aries. And don't forget, guys, if you're liking this, I would so appreciate it if you smashed that like button. And of course, you could always super chat and donate. In terms of what's happened in the recent past, you got the wheel. So this is just completely, we got Rosie, we got an Aries in the house. Okay, so Rosie, in the recent past, you got the wheel card. So the wheel card is definitely when your life just kind of 180s, whether it turns out good or bad. But just to let you guys know, you got the 10 of Ariel as the outcome upright. So it is a positive change for you guys. So you've had a recent shift, and it's definitely been a very good one for you. But it has been exactly like what I just explained about I was unprepared for me always being the go-giver, always sharing to, nope, I'd like to keep some of this for me. Nope, you know what? I would like to save for this and that and that. I don't want to necessarily share it all with other people. So you've gone through that kind of a change. And what you recently learned in the past, there's a loving way to communicate the new person that you are. And all that looked like was when I sat down with my friend, I was like, look, I want to keep hanging out with you. I can't pay all the time. but I want to keep hanging out with you. Here's some activities like that we can do. I want to go to the park. Here's this free event here. Here's a free event here. You can come over. We could cook at home. It's knowing that you can lovingly communicate that to people and they don't have to agree. They might react good. All right, that sounds great. They might react bad. You're out of control of that. You're lovingly communicating your needs so that you can enjoy the shift. Yeah, I love that. Rosie, I know someone in town who sells his art for like 5,000, 20,000. He makes more than me and he's an artist. So artists can make money. Awesome. You need to learn. Yeah, it's a good lesson, Mary. Okay, so in terms of what's going on right now, it's kind of like honest. Okay, I'm going to call a little BS on you Aries right now. It's kind of like fake basking because right now you're like, hey, I hit this success. I'm doing really well, but there's something that you're not. For this to be in the recent past followed by this right now, you're just, look at me, I'm living the good life. This is what's going well for me now. 2 years ago, I wasn't even making art. Now I'm making art and being willing to sell it. Or, now I'm moving. You have to there's a little bit of suppression of the still worrying about other people. Oh, so that's when you got to do law of attraction work. Of course I'm worried about them. I am worried about how they perceive me. I am worried about losing friends. Like, I love them. So right now you're like hyper focusing on what is going well in your life, which is good. That's what you want to be doing. But you also kind of have to bring up the vibrations of the past that you didn't enjoy so much. And that's things is like, sometimes like, hey, I do enjoy sometimes paying for my friends. I do enjoy, I do enjoy treating family sometimes, but sometimes it's, dang, I'm disappointed with how much I spent. You got to be willing to admit that second part, the good and the bad, so it's fully integrated and you're fully authentic. Otherwise, when you don't admit the bad, that's when you get in that place of stagnation, that place of confusion. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. When you fully own everything you feel, and that's, yeah, I love treating. God, I'm a little disappointed, though, that I don't get to save for my house as much as I wanted. It's that duality. You don't necessarily have to express that to the other person. You could just say, like, hey, I'm glad we got to hang out. But you want to at least admit it to yourself so you're not suppressing your emotions. Okay, in terms of going into the future, you got the 3 of Ariel. So there's a little bit of reevaluation for where you spend your time and your energy and who. So for those of you who are looking for love, Aries, it's who are you spending your time with? It's what activities are you doing in business and work? What activities do you really shine at? Can you have that conversation with your boss of, hey, I was looking at what I did this year, and here's like the value I provided to the company. Here's the results I provided. I'd like to focus on that. Is there anything we could do so that I can spend more of my time and energy on this and some of this can be removed off of my plate because I want to deliver these results for you? If you're looking for love, that's where it's, are you just hanging out with him or her because it's better than no one? Or is it because you generally feel so comfortable and so uplifted when you're around them? Which one is it? It's a little bit of a going into the future. It's going to be a little bit of kind of like letting some people go, letting some activities go, letting some tasks go, letting some homework go. Or you can view it the positive way of, these are the new things I'm saying yes to. And, for me, if you guys are following my personal example, I'm sharing in this with you. I was like, wait, universe, I want to say yes to people who kind of make the income I make. I want to start hanging out with people who can do the type of activities I can do. I still love my other friends. I still want to be friends with them. And I also want friends who can do XYZ with me. There's a little bit of a shakeup of saying yes to your yeses. Redefine what your yeses are. What do you value? What types of experiences do you value? What type of people, interactions, experiences do you value? So that way, if you're like, hey, I'm ready, like I want a steady, committed relationship. When a guy comes in and, hey, I'm just kind of looking for something kind of fun, something kind of casual, you say no to this because you're saying yes to this. It's this is what I require. This is what I want. Does this match this? No, that's a mismatch. So it's no, not this time. Remember, because we're lovingly communicating. No, not at this time. I'm looking for XYZ. Is that something that you also want? Okay, no big deal. Instead of staying with the guy hoping he'll change his mind, or girl, instead of staying with the person hoping they'll change their mind, yada, yada, yada. So that's what you got going on in the coming up in the future for you. In terms of your personal power this month, God, okay, so you guys are definitely Aries going through a little bit of head or heart decisions. You're definitely going through a little bit of should I, shouldn't I? Am I mean if I do that? Does that say anything bad about me if I don't do it? Your personal power is to follow what feels good. Is it simple, fun, easy? Do it. Is it, I should be doing that? Is it, I can't let them suffer that way? Is it, well, they need a helping hand right now. Well, they won't get what they want without my help. I hate to say it, that's a no though. Because and it's not about never giving anyone help, but it's, like another example I could give you, as I was driving and I stopped at a gas station, I saw it was two young girls and they had their kids in the car and they were, oh my God, I thought this would have bought more gas. I was like, look, I have to go to, here for work, here. I was like, that's all the gas. We can't take them to the park today. And I was just like, oh, what responsible people. They're pre-figuring out their gas so that they have enough to get to work. And I just walked over and I was like, hey, I'm just going to fill your tank up for you. But that felt good when I did it. So you want to move towards the feeling good. You don't want to save people. You don't want to save people because when you save them, you're essentially preventing them from learning the lesson that they're supposed to learn, Aries. In terms of outside influences this month, oh yeah, it definitely looks like outside influences this month. I do want to remind you, you have the 10 of Ariel as the outcome, but it looks like you're going through a lot of interpersonal growth, Aries. Oh my God. Because your outside influence is 7 of Gabriel. This is kind of like the challenge card. This is like other people are challenging you. It's like because anytime that you live life a certain way, kind of like the example with my friend, she paid, I paid, she paid, I paid. And then it went, wait, this has been 3 months of me paying all the time. And not only that, but I didn't see her wanting to increase the income of her business. So I was like, hold on, I can't treat every time we go out because we've had momentum built up with that being a relationship. She had a little bit of a, what are you talking about? This is the way it's always been. So other people are definitely like, hey, this is the way it's always been. Why are you changing? You got to stand firm in your beliefs. Are like, hey, I know that's how it's always been, but this is the new way that I do it. Or it could also be other people are, but you've got it so good, you want to help me. Or, I mean, maybe it's playing out a little differently in your life, but this is the card that other people are definitely challenging the new belief system that you're putting out there. They're definitely challenging the new way that you lead your life. You got to stand firm. Does it feel good or does it feel like an obligation? Does it feel good and make you feel lighter and it feels like, yes, I want to help you get that experience? Or does it feel like, I have to do that, I should do that? You're definitely going to have a little bit of an interpersonal kind of growth challenge this month. In terms of your hopes or fears for this month, it's like you want to take action but you're almost, how do I say this? You want to take action, but it's almost, it goes back to your personal power this month. Your hope is I'm taking action in a new way, but is it the right action? So there's that little kind of doubt in your mind. You got to remind yourself because it's coupled with the Lovers as your personal power this month. If it feels good, it's going to work out. If it feels good, it's going to work out. If it feels bad, I have to do that so that I'll get X, Y, Z in the future. No. So you're getting a little antsy because you want the new thing in your life, no matter what that could be. But go back to what was said in the beginning of the reading, that a lot of your growth this last year and success has been doing all of the energy work. Now you actually have to change how you present yourself to the world. Now you have to change your internal beliefs. And you have to be willing to get things done in an entirely different way. That could be like if you're a business owner, maybe you hire your first employee. Or maybe if you have a couple employees, now you hire your first manager or your first director. Make sure the action that you take, it's like a little bit of, if I don't take action, I won't get it. Know that it's when it feels good. That's when it's the time to take action. In terms of your outcome for this month, yeah, it's kind of like If you're willing to kind of go through that little bit of, hey, I'm a new person, I've shifted, maybe I shifted political views, I shifted how I view friendships, it is going to be a happy outcome for you guys. Yeah, they're saying, the spirit guides are saying, you've got to be willing to do a little bit of the interpersonal work. You got to be willing to have those difficult conversations of the, hey, I know for quite some time we've always done XYZ, but I find myself shifting, and ABC is what feels better to me now. How do you feel about that? What do you think about that? I wanted to bring it up because I care about our friendship, our relationship, our business, me working here. Same thing like at work. Hey, like I love working here. It's been great working here the last 3 years. I've loved this, 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 and this. And I find myself really wanting to desire to grow in this area and add this to my resume. Is that something that can be done here at work? It's being willing to have those types of conversations. Yeah, Aries. Whew. It's a lot, guys. Ah, thank you for the compliment. True, I just spent the last 5 years on the road selling my art at Renaissance fairs. You went to Renaissance fairs? Ah, Tower card moment. Oh, sorry. Hey, Ring. I did that. Had to let someone go. I cannot let new love in. Still haven't met him yet. I love it. Can't wait for you to meet the new guy. Healing element to your beautiful. Oh, thank you for the compliment, guys. All right, Aries. Best of luck. Love you guys. Don't forget. It was oh, good. I'm so glad it helped, Rosie. Don't forget, if you're really ready to shift your vibes, come hang out with me. We start tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's 2 months. It goes until January 3rd. It's only $5.97. I wanted a small group, an intimate group of only 4 people. There's 2 spots left. There might only be one. There's 1 or 2 spots left. Come join us. Come hang out. And this is for those of you who, by the end of the new year, you want to be celebrating and toasting to, I did it, instead of, okay, next year I'm going to work out. Next year I'm going to do this. Why not be celebrating the new body by the end of the year? Why not be celebrating the $25,000 sale by the New Year's? So if you want to be celebrating by New Year's, come hang out with me and your 3 other little manifesting buddies. We start tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye. What city? It's virtual healing elements. It's a virtual, so it'll be via video call. Healing, just get in there. Get in there and come hang out. You can either video conference in, but it'll be live. So you won't be chatting to me. It'll be a live video call, or you could call in. It'll be a live phone call. And I'm going to create a little Facebook group for it too, Healing, so that you guys can stay connected and support each other, and we could celebrate all the wins together. Yeah, Healing, get in there. I have a good feeling about it. Get in there. Mwah. Love you guys. Bye.